more student with us today. I think it's a big day for SuperGrads students. So remember that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. और मैं ये बार बार बात क्यों कह रहा हूँ, उसके पीछे रीजन ये है कि हमने अभी बात करी थोड़ी देर पहले हृदय से, और अब हम बात कर रहे हैं सीरत से। और स्ट्रेंज बात ये है कि दोनों के दोनों का सिलेक्शन IIM रोहतक में नहीं हुआ, और IIM इंदौर में they are having all India ranks under 20. So Seerat has made very huge for SuperGrads today. Seerat is a dear student and she has secured all India rank 18th. तो मैं तुमसे सीरत सबसे पहले ये पूछना चाहूंगा कि कैसा था आज का दिन, सडनली क्या हुआ, कैसे रिजल्ट देखी, थोड़ा सा आज के दिन के बारे में बताओ।
Yes, sir. So I switched my phone at 6 p.m. or the messages were just flooding there. So before speaking anything to my parents, I just switched to my email and I checked that there is a mail from IIM Indore. So first of all, I confirmed it myself and then I just screamed. And then I checked it 3 times. My father checked it 3 times. My mother checked it 3 times. After we were fully sure that it's true, then we celebrated.
So 9 times चेकिंग हो गई है भैया यहाँ पर, और ये ऐसा होता ही है। और एक श्योरिटी वाली मैं बात तुमको बताने वाला हूँ सीरत, आज नींद नहीं आने वाली है, ठीक है। इट इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट डेज ऑफ योर लाइफ एंड कांग्रेचुलेशंस दैट यू मेड इट बिग फॉर योरसेल्फ, for your parents and for Team SuperGrads. So can you briefly share with us your journey? I mean, तुमने कैसे start किया? How did you start with the preparations? How did you got to know about IPM and everything around it?
Yes, sir. So I was aware of the course in class 12, but I wasn't preparing for it. I started preparing for it right after my boards. Like on 14th March, I started the preparation with SuperGrads.
So मुझे ऐसा याद है कि 14th मार्च को हमारा पहला क्रैश कोर्स बैच भी आया था।
Yes, sir.
और टाइम अच्छा खासा मिल गया होगा सर्टेनली, बिकॉज मुझे ये याद है कि हम लोग है ना साइंस स्टूडेंट्स के लिए तो हमने ये सोचा था कि ना पहले बैच एक लॉन्च कर देते हैं 14th को, और बाद में फिर एक के बाद अपन वो लॉन्च करेंगे। सो ओके, अब मुझे ये बताना कि how was your study plan that point of time and what strategies did you follow that contributed to your success?
Yes, sir. So I used to get up around 7 a.m. and before the classes begin, I had around 2 hours with me. So I started with, I used to start with verbal ability, and then we used to have classes from 9 to 2 round. And then for roughly 2 hours, I used to have a lunch break. And then from 4 to 7, I was again studying. Then after a 30-minute walk break, I used to study for another an hour. That is from 7:30 to 8:30. Then till 10 a break, and then before sleeping 1 to 2 hours to studies.
Okay, now let me ask you important questions as well. I mean, कुछ classroom memories या जो teachers ने बहुत डांट लगाई या जिनसे तुमने सीखा बहुत, if you can share some of them over here.
Sure, sir. Sir, सबसे पहले अनिल सर की एक बात, मतलब जिसने प्रो टिप हम कह सकते हैं, that helped me a lot. That is 90% of the paper comes from just 30 to 40% of the syllabus. I think if this tip wasn't there with me, it's very difficult in just 3 months to crack this exam.
मैं यहाँ पे रोकना चाहूंगा, स्टूडेंट्स बिल्कुल ध्यान से सुनो इस बात को, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। You should not be clear with the complete syllabus. You should be completely clear with the syllabus you study. तो बहुत बड़ी बात सीरत यहाँ पे बोल रही है कि सिलेबस पूरा पढ़ोगे कुछ फायदा नहीं है, लेकिन जितना पोर्शन आने वाला है वो स्ट्रांगली आना चाहिए आपको। यस सीरत, प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
Yes, sir. Sir, and the second thing is that whatever the notes we were provided during the class, I used to revise the same maybe twice. So I think what's more important is that we should not go with the quantity, but the quality is more important. So I used to keep revising the same notes, and जब तक वो एकदम पक्के नहीं हो गए थे ना, I didn't used to leave them. And apart from that, एक Brinda ma'am की advice I remember right, that vocabulary, there is no shortcut to vocabulary. Vocabulary हमें learn करनी ही पड़ेगी, and उसके लिए the most important thing is consistency. So for that, every single day I used to read newspaper, The Hindu, and I used to collect new words. Apart from that, I was using Word Power Made Easy, which is an amazing book for vocabulary. And if this is done on daily basis, definitely verbal ability is a skill and it can be improved for sure.
ओके, तो तुमने अनिल सर, वृंदा मैम का नाम भी लिया। अब रिसोर्सेज के ऊपर और बात करते हैं। कौन कौन से रिसोर्सेज तुम यूज कर रही थी? डेफिनेटली सुपरग्रैड्स के रिसोर्सेज तुमने यूज किए होंगे। वर दे यूजफुल?
Yes, sir. Definitely they were useful, especially when we are short of time. So we should stick to the material. So I was not referring to multiple things. Only thing was SuperGrads material. इवन उसको कंप्लीट करना भी बहुत मुश्किल होता है इतने कम टाइम में. So I was just sticking to that. The class notes, whatever so I used to provide, I used to resolve the same thing, and that was my only source, nothing else.
Okay, एक simple, straightforward question. What role did SuperGrads play in your success?
So the whole role is of SuperGrads only.
Okay.
Because from the start only I'm preparing with SuperGrads. So whenever we are in a journey, when we are in a preparation journey, definitely there is a role of the mentor. So whenever I used to be in a problem, I could easily contact the mentors. We used to have an email ID. Whenever we used to, the reply used to come within 24 hours. This really helped me, especially during RCs, because मुझे RC में बहुत सारे doubts आते थे.
Okay.
So I used to flood the Telegram group with my doubts, and like, sometimes used to feel that what I am doing, but ma'am used to reply on the same day. So that was the big help that came from the team.
मैम मीन्स वृंदा मैम मैं इस वक्त इसलिए नाम लेना चाहता हूँ कि बिकॉज आज उनके लिए सफल वाला दिन है सीरत. सो सर्टनली आई थिंक mentor@toprenters.com की बात यहाँ पर सीरत ने करी. मैं आपको बता दूं कि एक मेंटरशिप की आईडी है जिसको हेड करी थी आकांक्षा मैम एंड एंटायर टीम. कुडोस टू यू गाइस आल्सो बिकॉज ये आप लोग सबकी सक्सेस है इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे जो सीरत यहाँ पर कह रही है. इसके बाद let me ask you this also. Which subject was most challenging for you? How did you overcome those challenges?
So it was verbal ability, which was more challenging. I initially thought that it would be very easy, but when I went through the mocks, it was rather the most difficult section because there are so many words and there is no limit to it.
Right.
So it's a skill which can't be developed in 10 to 20 days. We need to go through the same process for consistently for 3 months. Like I read newspaper every day. I read word par made easy every day, and definitely it's the process that helps.
All right. Now, let me ask you about the interview preparation because it plays a very huge role in IIM Indore, particularly 35% weightage. कैसा था interview preparation with SuperGrads?
Yes, sir. So I had a total of 4 interviews with SuperGrads, and my first interview was with you, and it was, I think, a very harsh interview.
मैं क्या बहुत harsh words use करता हूँ मुझे नहीं पता. I mean,
no, so actually it was I was flooded with HR questions actually that day.
ठीक है.
And मेरे logics अच्छे नहीं थे. I was not giving concrete answers. So that's why actually on all the 4 interviews I used to get the same feedback. All teachers used to say that you are not giving concrete answers. And finally on the day I was asked an HR question which was once asked to me by Rana ma'am.
अच्छा ठीक है.
Same question, exactly same question.
हाँ.
Exactly same question.
तो मेरे को एक चीज बताओ जो फीडबैक हम लोगों ने दिया वो तुम कह रही हो कि हार्श था. तो बिकॉज हार्श इज अ नेगेटिव वर्ड, वुड लाइक टू अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या वो हार्श पॉजिटिव हुआ बाद में कि नहीं हुआ, एग्जैक्टली क्या था?
सर डेफिनेटली बहुत पॉजिटिव हुआ बिकॉज अगर मुझे 4 इंटरव्यूज में सेम फीडबैक मिल रहा है और अभी तक इम्प्रूवमेंट हुई तो आई वाज लाइक कि मुझे इस चीज को तो इम्प्रूव करना ही है.
Right.
और बाय द एंड वो पूछ भी वो सेम एचआर क्वेश्चन ही पूछ रहे हैं मुझसे कि व्हाई यू डिड नॉट गिव जेई, व्हाट वाज द थिंग दैट चेंज्ड योर माइंड, एंड मैं उसको इसलिए अच्छे से आंसर कर पाई. इवन द इंटरव्यू वाज बाय द एंड ही वाज सेइंग इट वाज नाइस टू टॉक टू यू.
अच्छा,
so
great.
yes sir. So I really worked on my answers again and again on the HR questions because generally we feel that they won't ask HR questions, but they can ask, definitely they can ask anything. And the feedbacks, I would say they were not harsh, they were true.
They were true. Okay.
They were actually true feedbacks. So if you had not given me this feedback, definitely I would not have been got that much serious about it. And on the same day, I tried to work on it.
Thank you for all the praise, Seerat, and really, I think we are really very happy because कोई चीज अगर आप लोग के लिए काम करी है, certainly, तो मतलब we are on the right path, we are on the right journey path. So let me ask you next question, जो मैंने हृदय से भी पूछा कि टाइम मैनेजमेंट एक ऐसी चीज है जो कि बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाती है काफी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. सो you started late, very late. So time management कैसे चल रहा था उस point of time पर?
Yes, sir. So my whole day was for IPM only. So I was clear that I need to devote 4 hours to verbal ability. Brinda ma'am had made us clear that 4 hours, you need to give 4 to 5 hours to verbal. So that was a slot fixed for verbal. Anyhow, I have to give to it 2 hours to vocab and 1 hour to RC and 1 hour either to grammar or parajabu. And then for cons, I had the same strategy that I just need to focus on the little that I have. So I just used to resolve all the sheets, and once they're resolved, I used to get into the homework exercises that we had. And I think roughly 3 to 4 hours cons used to take, and 1 to 2 hours to LR.
ओके सो आई थिंक देयर वाज अ कॉन्क्रीट स्ट्रैटेजी और जिस हर जगह एक चीज मुझे दिख रही है सीरत की सीरत एक अच्छी स्ट्रैटेजी के साथ चली चाहे उसे क्रैश कोर्स ज्वाइन किया सुपरग्रेड्स के साथ बट वो लंबे समय का क्रैश कोर्स था क्योंकि जैसे ही इसका एग्जाम खत्म होता है 14 मार्च को वो क्रैश कोर्स ज्वाइन कर लेती है उसके बाद इंटरव्यू प्रिपरेशन के लिए भी काफी लेवल पे हर किसी इंटरव्यूअर से उसको एक फीडबैक मिला जो कि फाइनली उसने एक अपने आउटपुट के फॉर्म में Nikala. If I'm not wrong, we have also put your this thing interview on YouTube previously, so
Yes, sir.
students
Yes.
can actually watch that interview as well. Uh, Now, let me ask you one more question over here, Sirat. I think what are some topics that you focus extensively because that can be helpful for the coming students, coming set of students.
Yes, sir. So if we talk about the written exam, I think first of all for verbal, vocab is must because grammar. If we'll just remember the rules by sitting one day, we'll definitely be able to crack that section. So RC and vocab is something that requires constant practice. So that's one thing. Then for cons, I think the high weightage topics like PNC, probability from higher maths, and some topics from arithmetic as well. If we focus on these topics, definitely major portion of the syllabus gets covered.
All right, I think now it's award time. Award time के form time में सबसे पहला question ये पूछा जाता है कि when you look back, now, I mean, because IIM रोहतक क्लियर नहीं होता सीरत एक मार्क से रहा सीरत का IIM रोहतक एंड वो उससे बड़ी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट क्या हो सकती है आई थिंक इसलिए मैंने इस पर्टिकुलर इंटरव्यू को स्टार्ट ही फेलियर से किया था कि जब आप फेल हो जाते तो ये मत समझिएगा कि वहां फेलियर इज जस्ट नथिंग बट लर्निंग और उसके आगे जो सक्सेस लिखी होती है सो वो ऐसा दिन देके जाती है व्हाट एडवाइस वुड यू गिव टू द फ्यूचर एस्पिरेंट्स
So I would say that be waters. जैसे एक रिवर होती है उसके रास्ते में पत्थर आते हैं वो फिर भी उसके ऊपर से निकल जाता है. So be water, be consistent. मुझे याद है after the Rohtak result because everyone is like that Rohtak is easy, so I will be able to crack that.
Right.
So after Rohtak I was in tears. Even coincidentally on that day it was raining as well.
Acha. Okay.
So yeah, I think that I stood up the very next day and I started working for Indore.
So as they say, just whenever you fall, just jump up, brush up your knees, and run again. That is what Sirat did, and she made big All India rank 18th. Congratulations, Sirat. I think this interview will be seen for a very very long time by students. मुझे पता है कि ये इंटरव्यू बहुत पॉपुलर होने वाला है स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में. Congratulations, and really, I'm also excited and elated today. Thanks a lot for valuable time.